Season number 4 here of our Madden 22 franchise with the Philadelphia Eagles is officially here. To start off the season, the Birds are headed to sunny Tampa, Florida to take on the 47-year-old Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We've gone through a very wild offseason and are now here in the 4th season of the series. We're going to do a brief offseason recap and preseason overview in today's episode. If you would like to just go right to the regular season game, I will leave a timestamp in the description for you to do so. We've made a number of big moves in the offseason, adding playmakers to both sides of the ball. Jedrick Wills and Isaiah Simmons were signed to big contracts, and we had a very good draft as well. Wide receiver JT DeMarco is going to start in the slot. Edmund Orient, I really like as our first round pick. And then later round guys on defense and Hannibal Savage and Mekhi Diggins both have hidden development. But the biggest storyline of the offseason has been the quarterback position. We made the decision to let Jalen Hurts go with the plan of drafting a rookie quarterback. But after the Steelers surprised everybody and drafted Montana's Bjorn Syverson in the first round, they had no more need for Xander Vanderwall, so we struck a deal with the Steelers to get him, and Xander Vanderwall is now our starting quarterback. Vanderwall, a third-year lefty from Wisconsin, is a well-rounded player who won a playoff game as a rookie and is somebody I feel confident with as our starting quarterback. So this is what the lineup is going to look like for the preseason. For the most part, a lot of backups. Xander Vanderwall will play a little bit just to make sure he's all good. We're not really having a quarterback battle. He is going to be our starter, but I just want to see how he does. One of our undrafted free agents, Boog McAllister, has superstar X Factor, so that's something. I feel like it's a little bit unfair to have an undrafted player with X Factor, but if you guys think I should keep him as an X Factor, I will keep it. So we're going to simulate through the preseason. In week 3, we would get a press conference. It appears that our third-round rookie linebacker, Hannibal Savage, is doing really well in camp, which is great to see. Savage probably won't play a ton as a rookie. We do have a pretty good linebacking core as is, but he's got a lot of potential and is a player I really like, and now he's getting +5 play rec. We ended up going 2-1 in the preseason as we look at the stats. It looks like Maddox Gillard was probably our best quarterback, followed by Vanderwall and then Donovan Kraus, but again, Vanderwall is the starter. Other than that, nobody on offense was really all that impressive. JT DeMarco did score twice, so I suppose that's pretty cool for our rookie slot receiver. For the most part, again, we mainly had backups, so it makes sense that we didn't have a lot of guys really stand out for the most part on defense as well. Nothing crazy. Edmund Orient did the pick, so that's cool. Zebediah Phoenix stood out, but in a bad way. 2 for 5 on field goals, 4 for 5 on extra points. Obviously, his job is not on the line, but that's not ideal. So now we have to cut 21 players, probably the least fun part of the offseason. And overall, there weren't really any major surprising moves, since nobody really stood out in a good way or a bad way. I pretty much did what I had planned on doing with the cut, so for the most part, pretty much what you would expect with everything. Overall, no super notable cuts. There weren't any super notable cuts around the league, so we didn't really sign anybody going into the season. So I think I'm pretty happy with the roster that we have currently going into our Week 1 game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which of course will be in just a few moments. As we continue our cuts, for the most part, a lot of these guys are going on the practice squad, so they're still going to stay within the organization anyway, but just not actually playing. I had to make some tougher decisions here at the end. There were 3 more players I had to cut, so I had some tough choices. We put Scoop Shock on the practice squad. I ended up releasing Zach McPherson. I wasn't really sold on that, but I ended up doing so. And then I also cut Spencer Saunders. So now we have our 53-man roster set in stone. As we go into week 1, we're going to talk with our rookie Hannibal Savage, who apparently has a breakout opportunity. Now, again, since he's not really going to play a whole lot this year, I don't really think he's going to complete the breakout challenge, which is unfortunate, but maybe we will look to get him some snaps, and who knows, maybe he will get the job done, which would be pretty awesome. For our season goal, considering we made the playoffs last year, I think that has to be the minimum. We do have a new quarterback. I can't really expect the Super Bowl, so I think a fair goal is to make the playoffs again. And then we have a press conference here for our Week 1 game. Our focus is stopping the pass. Tom Brady is arguably the greatest player of all time. I think a lot of people would say that he is. And even at 47 years old, he is still quite solid. He has a great cast around him, as you'll see in just a moment. So I think we need to focus on stopping number 12, and I think that would be our key to victory. Let's take a look now at our official Week 1 depth chart. There are some positions I'm specifically monitoring, such as tight end and right guard. We'll see if those players perform well or if we will need to look elsewhere. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with what the depth chart looks like. I definitely want to have a lot of rotations on defense because we have more than 11 starting caliber players on defense. So again, we'll figure that out as the season goes. Let's take a look at our opponent, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and everything starts and ends with number 12 under center Tom Brady, who is 47 years old. You would have to assume this is the last ride with him, so I would think the Bucs are really going to go all out this season in trying to win a championship. Brady has obviously been very good in Tampa, looking for ring number 8, and he has quite the cast of characters around him. Kareem Hunt at running back, at wide receiver, Mike Evans, Darius Slayton, and Mo Rogers. Mo Rogers, here a former Westlake Hornet, has been unbelievably good through his first 2 seasons, making a Pro Bowl in both of them. They also drafted 3 rookie receivers, Trey Judah, Jalen Argosier, and Louis Bethel, all 3 of whom have hidden development. So their receiving core is just unbelievably stacked. They also still have O.J. Howard. They have a great offensive line, plenty of talent on defense. So this is a really, really good team we are facing off against. As I said earlier, the game plan is going to be stopping the pass, and then on offense, run the ball. That was our game plan last year. I see no reason to change it. Even with the QB change, we're still a run-first team with Tazewell Hubbard and Rosemont St. Clair. So let's get this game underway. The NFL season is back. We have made it to Week 1 here in the 2024 season at Raymond James Stadium as the Philadelphia Eagles, coming off a strong 12-5 season ago in which they won a playoff game, lost in the divisional round, take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, likely the last hurrah for Tom Brady at the age of 47 years old, trying to get his 24th season off strong. And we'll see if he can do so today. Eagles and Bucs facing off here. Who will start 1-0? Who will start 0-1? The Buccaneers will start on offense, so the third-year kicker, Zebediah Phoenix, will tee this one off, and we are underway! Season 4 has begun. It'll be returned by the second-round rookie Trey Judah, who gets popped by Isaiah Simmons, the big free agent signing from the Arizona Cardinals. So here comes the offense. Here comes Tom Terrific. Tom Brady, arguably the greatest in NFL history, leading the Buccaneers offense out onto the field in his 24th season at the age of 47. Grandpa's still kicking it, I guess. 3rd and 10 here for the Buccaneers. Brady in the offense trying to start off strong. Brady goes for a screen for Kareem Hunt, who is stuffed in the backfield. Isaiah Simmons and Cleveland Ferrell, a pair of former Clemson Tigers, are there to force a loss of 2. That'll bring out the Eagles offense, and the new starting quarterback, Xander Vanderwall, the third-year pro out of Wisconsin, started his career with the Steelers, was traded to Philadelphia here in the offseason, and looks to get a new beginning here in his NFL career with a great supporting cast around him. 2nd and 11, here's Vanderwall for his first pass as an Eagle. Well, he's not going to end up passing it. It's a sack for Shaq Barrett, who blows by the right tackle, Jedrick Wills. Jedrick Wills is moving back to right tackle after playing on the left side in Cleveland. Jedrick Wills was Tua's right tackle at Alabama, which is relevant because Tua, like Vanderwall, was a lefty. Vanderwall misses the pass there for J.T. DeMarco, so it's incomplete. Eagles have to punt it. Bucs get the ball. It's on 3rd and 10. It's O.J. Howard up the middle. Nice tackle by Joko and Wosu, but a good first down there for Howard to keep the chains moving. That'll be a nice first down for the Buccaneers. Following play here from the 42. Brady again looks to throw, and he connects with Mike Evans to the 28. Wrapped up by C.J. Thomas, coming off his 10-interception season a year ago, as the left tackle Taylor Lewan is hurt on the play. That's not particularly good news for the Bucs. Following play, Brady again looking to throw. The Bucs are really focused on the pass game early as it's Howard. Gets by Onwusu and is in for a touchdown. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers strike first. It's a 28-yard score for O.J. the Juice Man Howard, and the Buccaneers are on top 7-0. So now the Eagles have the football. 2nd and 5. Handoff for Rosemont St. Clair, who is smothered in the backfield. Joe Tryon-Shoyinka with the initial hit, and it was Vita Vea, the big nose tackle, who brought him down, and Vita Vea is now in the zone. That's not good news for the Eagles. 3rd and 9, short throw here for the rookie, J.T. DeMarco with a nice gain of 17. First career reception for DeMarco, first pass completion for Xander Vanderwall. Hopefully these two can build a nice little chemistry together, along with, of course, Devontae Smith and Tykeem Keon on the outside. 3rd and 10. Vanderwall moving to his left, going to try to run for the first down. Doesn't get a block from his tight end, Dozier Baxby. And he only gets around 5, wrapped up by Antoine Winfield Jr. So the Eagles have to punt it. Bucks get it back with pretty poor field position at the 9-yard line, but that's not going to matter. O.J. Howard with a nice play, gains 31 before being wrapped up by Nehemiah Richardson, the 3rd-year superstar X-Factor cornerback out of The Ohio State University. Following play, 5-wide set. Brady looks to throw it under pressure, takes a shot downfield. It's caught. What a catch by Richie Randusky, mossing Deshaun Elliott. The Bucs aren't even trying to run the ball. All they're doing is passing it, and it is working. Their offense is in rhythm right now. 2nd and 6, Randusky in motion, one of the better backup tight ends of the league as it's a play-action fake. Brady, no time to throw it, and he is sacked by Bobby Wagner, the veteran out of Utah State. Wagner was fantastic last year for the Eagles, a league-leading and NFL record 27 tackles for loss, as it's now 3rd and 14 here for Tampa Bay. Brady again looks to throw it under a little bit more pressure, and he is once again sacked. It's Cleveland Ferrell who gets to the quarterback, forcing a loss of about 9. So back-to-back sacks for the Eagles defense, and that'll lead to the field goal unit. This is Kenneth George, a 2nd-year kicker out of USC, who attempts it from 48 yards out. The kick is good, and so the Bucs lead 10-0. Pretty good first quarter here for Tampa Bay. They're not even trying to run the ball, and it hasn't really mattered. On the other side, the Eagles are really struggling offensively. Xander Vanderwall isn't looking great so far. Misses the throw there. I believe he's just 2 for 7 right now. Not a great first quarter here for Vanderwall, who is definitely still getting his feet wet. He has not been all that impressive. So the Bucs have it back, looking to extend the lead even further, as it's O.J. Howard, who's been phenomenal so far, getting about 12. O.J. Howard has been a beast so far in this game. That pass is picked off. C.J. Thomas with the interception. The Eagles needed any sort of momentum, and they finally get it. Thomas, who caught 10 picks last year, is already on the board with his first one this year, snatching it out of the hands of Mike Evans. That was a good throw right in Evans' mitts, but C.J. Thomas just makes an even better play. Outside of that interception, it's been a pretty bad first quarter for the Eagles. They're down 10-0. The offense looks like a train wreck. The defense hasn't been great, but hopefully that interception can sort of switch the momentum. 3rd and inches, another incompletion for Vanderwall, who is now 2 of 9 on the day. So that'll make it a 4th and inches, and the Eagles are going to go for it. Gutsy call here from the 39. It's going to be a pass. Vanderwall looks to throw it. He connects with Tykeem Keon for the first down. A very risky throw and a risky call by Coach Britton to trust his struggling quarterback, but it paid off as the drive stays alive. Play action fake. Vanderwall for the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown. Devontae Smith with the score, and Philadelphia is on the board. When in doubt, heave it up. Devontae Smith is going to make a play. Despite being only 6 foot, Devontae Smith has been one of the best jump ball receivers in the NFL over the past couple of seasons. And it's good to see that Xander Vanderwall already trusts Devontae Smith because, well, Devontae Smith can do big things. So now it's 7-10. It feels like the Eagles are getting back in the game now. 3rd and 11. It's a screen for Hunt, who is wrapped up by Richardson and Nwosu, shy of the first down marker for a gain of 8. So the Eagles' defense gets a stop. The defense is starting to play better. And it seems like here in the second quarter, things are starting to go Philadelphia's way. Handoff for Tazwell Hubbard. Hubbard with a nice move past the 50, brings it to the 43. Just Hubbard's 3rd carry of the day. I feel like the Eagles should get him the ball more. Philadelphia's trying to force the pass game to work when it just hasn't so far. But Vanderwall is starting to get into a little bit of a groove as he connects with J.T. DeMarco, the rookie out of Ohio State, who brings it to the 22-yard line. DeMarco with his 2nd catch of the game, having a pretty nice start to his NFL debut. Following play, Tykeem Keon in motion. Vanderwall looks to throw it. He has an open man. It's Devontae Smith who brings it inside the 5. Now Vanderwall is really starting to play well. He's making his throws. He looks a lot more comfortable than he did in the first quarter, and the offense is gelling. 1st and goal from the 4. About 5 minutes left in the first half. Vanderwall going to scramble with it to the right side. He has open room and is going to dive for a touchdown. And the Philadelphia Eagles will take the lead. After the first quarter, I thought there was a chance this game was going to be a blowout in favor of the Buccaneers. But here within the past 5 minutes, the Eagles have stormed back, not only to put themselves back in the game, but to take the lead. This is now 14-10. Tampa Bay has it back. Good throw there on 3rd and 6 by Brady. Nearly intercepted by the rookie Edmund Orient, who will make the play, but it is a first down for Trey Judah, a player the Eagles contemplated with their first-round pick, but obviously opted for Orient instead. 3rd and inches now. Brady alone in the backfield. He has his man. It's Maurice Rogers, the third-year pro out of Westlake, for the first down. That'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. Philadelphia on top, 14-10. The Eagles have dominated here in the second quarter after the Bucs dominated the first quarter, and it's going to keep on coming. Another interception. Joko Nwosu picks off the pass, and it is getting worse and worse for the Bucs. Now Tristan Wirfs is injured. This second quarter has just been a total disaster for Tampa Bay. So their best player is hurt. They turn the ball over again. Brady has now thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. And on the other side, Xander Vanderwall is cooking as he connects with Rosemond St. Clair to the 44. St. Clair led all running backs in receptions and receiving yards last season, finishing with over 1,000 for the first time in his career. There's Tykeem Keon wide open up the middle of the field, bringing it to the 21-yard line. Philadelphia calls for their first time out, and the Eagles are dominating right now. The offense, after looking lifeless in the first quarter, looks unstoppable here in the second quarter. 2nd and 2. Vanderwall under pressure, and he will be sacked. Good play there by the Buccaneers. Unfortunately for them, however, the veteran Akeem Hicks is injured, and so that'll make it a 3rd and 7. Clock stops as a result of the injury. Short pass for St. Clair. It looked like Devontae Smith was open up the middle of the field, but that'll go for a gain of 4. Xander Vanderwall has completed 11 straight passes after starting 2 for 9. That's pretty wild. The Eagles are going to settle for the field goal. Zebediah Phoenix makes it, and so it is 17-10 as the strong second quarter here for the Birds continues, and now Tampa Bay has it back. Not a whole lot of time, though, only around 2 timeouts and 39 seconds, so they're going to have to move quick. But who else would you want in a 40-second drill than Tom Brady as he connects with O.J. Howard, who's had a big start, to about the 50. Bucs call their second timeout. 2nd and 10 now with 29 seconds left to go. Brady again looking to throw it up the middle for a wide open man. It's Darius Slayton who gets popped by Deshaun Elliott. Still a nice first down gain. Now with 10 seconds, the Bucs are going to go for the field goal. It's a 50-yard attempt here for Kenneth George, and the kick is short. No good. Received by Mekhi Diggins, the rookie out of Metropolis University, who will just take a knee in the end zone. And so that'll conclude the first half. It's been a tale of 2 quarters. The Bucs dominated the first quarter. The Eagles dominated the second quarter. And such, Philadelphia leads 17-10. The game plan is going to be continuing to run the ball. We've really focused on passing it. Xander Vanderwall has thrown it 21 times in the first half, so I want to focus on the ground game some more, and then on defense, still stop Tom. That still has to be the goal. 2nd and 11 here for Philadelphia. Vanderwall moving to the right side. Going to try to run for the first down, and he does. Xander Vanderwall has some wheels. He's not quite the athlete that Jalen Hurts is, but he can still run with it. 2nd and 4 now at the 45. Vanderwall has Devontae Smith wide open. Smith tries to juke out the defender, brings it to the 30, and it appears Philadelphia's dominant second quarter has carried over into the third. They look like they have not broken a sweat since halftime. 2nd and 8, handoff for Tazewell Hubbard. Hubbard with blocks, has the first down, trucks the defender, and brings it to the 15-yard line. The Eagles' offense is continuing to impose their will right now as it's 3rd and 3 from the 8. Short throw, touchdown, Devontae Smith, his second of the ball game. It is a contract year for Smith. He's going to make big money regardless of how he plays this season, but already a great start to the year for Devontae Smith, who clearly has chemistry with the new quarterback, and the Eagles are now up 24-10 with 24 unanswered points. Tampa Bay with it back. Look at Jabari Achabe just imposing his will on the left tackle for the sack. Achabe won Defensive Rookie of the Year last season with a rookie record 15.5 sacks. Can we look at this replay? I mean, he's just bullying Donovan Smith, just forcing him backwards, eventually getting to Tom Brady. There's a reason why Jabari Achabe is being looked at as this generational pass rusher, and he's on our team, which is so much fun. 3rd and 14, Brady misses the pass for Mike Evans, who's been shut down today by C.J. Thomas, who has gotten off to a pretty good start this season with the interception earlier. The Eagles have it back on offense. Here's Rosemond St. Clair with a nice run. St. Clair has been quiet on the ground, but he has made a big impact in the receiving game, per usual with him. 2nd and 10 now, under 4 minutes to go here in the quarter. Again, it's Rosemont St. Clair with an awesome block from Devontae Smith, and St. Clair gains 30. The offense is continuing to charge down the field. Just another phenomenal drive here from Philadelphia, looking to make it a 3-score game here late in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 6. Handoff for Tazwell Hubbard. He has room. Hubbard will dive in for a touchdown. Make it 31 unanswered points here for the Philadelphia Eagles, who, just like the 2nd quarter, have completely dominated the 3rd quarter. It's now 31-10 with 2.5 minutes to go. It's going to take a lot here for the Bucs to come back, but again, they have Tom Brady under center, so you can't call it game over until it's game over. Brady on 1st down throws it away. That play was significant, though. There was so much pressure in the backfield. There was such great coverage. That was just the perfect defensive play. The Eagles' defense is on fire right now. Okay, maybe I spoke a little bit too soon. The middle of the field was completely wide open for Kareem Hunt, who's had a quiet game to no fault of his own. The Bucs are really not giving him the ball at all, except for that play. But again, that's because the middle of the field was totally wide open. 1st down now from the 27. Brady and Hunt in the backfield, unsurprisingly a pass. Brady looking to throw it under more pressure. Kind of lobs it up and it's caught. What a great catch by Maurice Rodgers to the 5-yard line, showing off the footwork. Rodgers has had another pretty solid day. It's clear that he is a phenomenal professional football player. 1st and goal. Kareem Hunt into the end zone for a touchdown. And so the Bucs are going to make it a little bit closer. Their first points since like halfway through the 1st quarter, and it's now 31-17. The 31 unanswered point streak comes to a close, but still a great quarter there for the Philadelphia Eagles. They're up by 14 points. They're definitely in the driver's seat. As long as they play smart football here in the 4th quarter, they should have no problem winning this game. 3rd and 6. Xander Vanderwall under a little bit of pressure. Tries to get it to Devontae Smith, but it's broken up. Good defense there by the Buccaneers. That was Michael Lynn Justice Jr., the rookie safety picked in the 3rd round, and so Tampa Bay gets it back. 3rd and 6. Brady is incomplete. Threw it into the middle of nowhere. Bucs would punt it, and the Eagles have it back. Philadelphia already chewing clock, as you can see. On 2nd down, JT DeMarco is the right side of the field, completely wide open. DeMarco down the field, pushed out at the 37. I know it's only one game, but JT DeMarco can play. He looks well worth the 2nd-round pick that the Eagles traded up to get him. 3rd and 6 now at the 33. Vanderwall up the middle for guess who? Rosemont St. Clair for another 1st down, and so the drive is going to continue to move, and the chains will continue to push forward. 5.5 minutes to go. 1st down, starting to get a little bit darker outside as it's a jet sweep for Tykeem Keon. Keon with a juke move, and the ball is out! Antoine Whitfield Jr. pops it out, and it's picked up by Carlton Davis. A huge turnover there for Tampa Bay, and it seems like maybe they do have a little bit of life. As we look at the replay, that ball was clearly out of his hands before he was down, so a costly turnover there by Tykeem Keon, and so Tampa Bay has it back. They have about 5.5 minutes, down by 14 points. 1st down here for Brady. Up the middle for Mike Evans. Evans with a nice move to the 37-yard line before getting hit-sticked by C.J. Thomas. Now from the 37-yard line. 1st down, 5 minutes to go. Tampa Bay knows they need to move quick. Handoff for Kareem Hunt. He is stuffed by Isaiah Simmons. But one time, the Bucs actually try to run the ball. Yeah, I guess that's why they've been throwing it like 80% of their plays. 2nd and 13 now after the loss of about 3. Darius Slayton in motion from the right side of the left. Good throw here for O.J. Howard. Howard with blocks is wrapped up by Wagner at the 44. O.J. Howard has been unstoppable in this game. I would have expected it to have been Mike Evans or Maurice Rodgers, although both of them are playing quite well. But it's O.J. Howard who's given the defense the most trouble. Brady on 1st down from the 44 is sacked. Josh Uche flying into the backfield. Everybody on this defensive line is getting a sack. You get a sack. You get a sack. It's like Oprah out here handing out 3 sacks. 3rd down and 6 now at the 40. Big play here for the Bucs. They have to convert. It's a short throw for Hunt, who stiff arms Nehemiah Richardson into next week and is hit hard by Thomas. Good play after the catch there by Kareem Hunt to bully Nehemiah Richardson, who's a great tackler, before being brought down by C.J. Thomas, who ironically is not a great tackler. 3rd and 7 now, probably the final play before the 2-minute warning. There's Mike Evans wide open down the field to the 8-yard line. Brady now at 400 yards on the day. And that'll bring us to the 2-minute warning. The Eagles are definitely in control. They're up by 14 But the game is not over. The Bucs are in striking distance of scoring. And again, with Tom Brady at quarterback, anything can happen here in the final 2 minutes. First and goal from the 8. Brady to the end zone. Touchdown for Darius Slayton. And so Tampa Bay brings it within 1 score. It's now 31-24. Let's go to the ensuing kickoff. It's a short kick here by Kenneth George. Mekhi Diggins, for whatever reason, is going to let it roll in the end zone, but it stops at the 1. So Diggins is going to try to get it and make a play, but the problem is he rolled into the end zone, and it's a safety. So Diggins had possession of the ball, I guess on the 1-yard line, then fell in the end zone. So not only did the Bucs get 2 points, but they get the ball back. Tom Brady has the ball back with under 2 minutes to go. A touchdown would take the lead. Remarkable. 10 minutes ago, it was 31-10. And now Tampa Bay can win it as it's nearly intercepted by C.J. Thomas. He had a hand on it, but was unable to come down with it. 2nd and 10 now. Tampa Bay has plenty of time on this drive. They have a minute 45, all 3 timeouts, and their offense is playing really well. Again, it's O.J. Howard with the first down, hit hard by Joko Unwosu. Following play, Brady up the middle, back for O.J. Howard. The Eagles cannot stop him. And Tampa Bay is charging down the field very quickly. Down to under a minute now. Again, it's O.J. Howard with blocks. Hit sticked again by Nwosu. The Eagles are really trying to force the ball out as there's a penalty. And it's against Philadelphia. Roughing the passer on Deshaun Elliott. And so the Buccaneers are going to move even closer to the end zone. Now it's 2nd and goal at the 2. 55 seconds left. Tampa Bay still has not had to use a timeout. Brady looking to throw it. End zone, touchdown for Richie Randusky. 10 minutes ago, it was 31-10, and now the Bucs have the lead. Never count out Tom Brady's ability here in the 4th quarter, and also never count out Tom Brady's luck. He's the luckiest player on planet Earth. The Bucs are going to try to go for 2, but they don't get it. Kareem Hunt is stuffed at the goal line. It looked like it was Bobby Wagner who made the play, and so the Eagles are down by 1. They get the ball back. And now it's time to see what the new quarterback on the block can do. Xander Vanderwall has 47 seconds and 3 timeouts to try to lead his team down the field to victory. The Buccaneers have all of the momentum here as on first down. Vanderwall under pressure. He is sacked for a loss of 14. A massive play for Tampa Bay as the Eagles call time. Costly sack there for the Birds as it's now 3rd down and 24. Philly realizes they have to go deep as Vanderwall overthrows Devontae Smith. Good coverage there by Kenny Akunu. So now it's 4th and 24. This is the ball game. The Eagles need to get the first down to keep it alive. Vanderwall again looking deep for Smith. It's incomplete. It was a good throw, but broken up by Michael Lynn Justice Jr. And so that is how the game ends. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have won it 32-31. You guys have every right to clown me in the comments for this pitiful 4th quarter performance. The Eagles were up 31-10 with like a minute left in the 3rd quarter and lost. And remarkably, they lost in regulation. The Bucs only needed 10 minutes to score 22 points. Jeez, that was bad. I mean, the Tykeem Keon fumble, all the open plays for O.J. Howard, and of course, the special teams blunder with Mekhi Diggins diving onto the ball and then rolling into the end zone. So, Tom Brady had a busy day, 49 passes, 476 yards. Xander Vanderwall, I liked what I saw. It wasn't perfect, but he definitely improved as the game went on, and I'm confident with him going forward. We ran the ball pretty well. The Bucs didn't even try to run the ball, and so they didn't. O.J. Howard was a machine in this game for us. JT DeMarco played well in the past game, so did Rosemont St. Clair and Devontae Smith. On defense, we had plenty of sacks. The Bucs were able to get quite a few, too. Couple of interceptions for our guys, and of course the big fumble by Antoine Winfield, which really turned the tides of this game. So, yeah, Hannibal Savage obviously did not complete his breakout challenge. He didn't really play a whole lot, unfortunately, so he will stay at whatever dev trait he had, which we don't know because he has hidden. One of our team leaders, Nehemiah Richardson, wants to talk to us about the game. He says that he feels that the players all let us down, which, I mean, he's right. But we did show a lot of good things. If we can live up to our ceiling, which was shown in the 2nd and 3rd quarter where we looked unstoppable, this team could win a Super Bowl this year. But in that 1st and 4th quarter, we didn't even look like an NFL caliber team. So if we can just get consistent and put the pieces of the puzzle together, I think this team can make a run. Even though we lost, even though we played horribly in the fourth quarter and somehow choked a 31-10 lead, I'm still fairly optimistic. It's only week 1, and although everybody else in our division won, we have a chance to make up some ground. Next episode will be a doubleheader. We're going to play 2 games within the division. Week 2 at home against the New York Giants, and Week 3 on the road against the Washington football team. So hopefully we'll be able to make up some early ground, although we're only behind everybody by 1 game, so it's not like we have a whole lot to make up anyway. But yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed. Certainly an interesting game. That's one way to put it. So yeah, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.